Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tier 1, Round 7 at Monza. I am your host tonight, King Luckman. Unfortunately, Hal can't join us this evening, so you are unfortunately stuck with me. This evening brings us to another sprint qualifying, which will obviously be interesting round at Monza high-speed track. So it'll be a short qualifying followed by a 9-lap sprint and then a 27-lap race. So we're just waiting for a few more guys to jump in. So obviously being slightly new to this tier, I'm not 100% sure what's been going on over the last couple of weeks in terms of racing, but when I've just looked at the standings, 2 guys currently sitting on 93 points, which is Dukes and Pink Eye. With LF Racing sitting behind 10 points behind on 83. Tom Taylor sitting 10 points behind that on 73. The top 4 are all within a race win of each other. So I'm just going to get the stream up, see what you guys are saying to me. As we've got Technic, evening. Hello, buddy. Hopefully it's a good stream for all you guys. Terriers, he's left us, gone to the big dogs. Of course he has. Hound doesn't know what a big dog is. Curtis says evening all. Terrier says hounds are big dogs. This hound definitely isn't. As everyone should be starting to ready up by now. So, Monza, obviously quite a high speed track, lots of downforce involved. Depending on obviously the weather, be interesting to see the different strategies here. It's the beauty of this new game. There's so many different strategies you can run in certain different situations, so it opens up racing a lot more, especially league racing. So we're about to get ourselves underway for short qualifying. Just a quick 18-minute session. Usually you can probably get 3 runs out of it, depending on obviously how the guys like to run their qualifying. I know that from tier 2 a couple of the guys like doing some burner laps. I'm just gonna... As it looks like Scotty is going to be the first one to start that. Hopefully one of the guys can give us a bit of a weather update for these next 2 sessions after this. Scotty comes around the final corner, about to start his first flyout. Stay on board with him. As he comes through the tricky little chicane. Looking like a tidy lap from Scotty so far. He has yellow flags ahead. Someone just starting their lap. And it's a 1:20.3 for Scotty. Albie's going to be next one to cross the line. And he sets a 1:20 flat. I believe it may be Kieran sets a 1:20.7. As Colby goes in there with a 1:20.2. And find the next one to cross the line. It's going to be Bird. And he goes in P2 over 120.1. Valley goes quickest with a 119.8. Just trying to see who the next one's going to be. It's going to be Hawko Slade. Jumps in over 120.1. No Fandangle is going to be next. Wow, he goes 119.4. 4/10 quickest than the next person currently. Eckford jumps in there with 120.5. Ashik with a 120 flat. IF Racing with a 119.6 puts himself P3. We're just starting his lap. Armin just starting his as well. See what Max can do. Currently 9 seconds off, but I think he was stuck behind someone or a burner lap. As he crosses the line and goes quickest with a 118.7. 6/10 quicker currently than Duckster. See what Pink Eye can set. Once he starts his lap, Andy Boy will be the next one by looks of things. Closely followed by Armin. Andy Boy, one of my teammates. So I'll be not going to be biased, of course, but hopefully he can do well this evening as well as Pink Eye. As Armin sets a 120.5. It's going to be quite a hectic session from a comms point of view, with everyone going out at all different times. So I'll try and keep up with it as best I can for you guys. As Curly says, weather clear all the way. Appreciate that, thank you. Pink Eye goes second quickest with a 119 flat. Don't know if anyone else is currently on laps, not by the looks of things. A couple of people on out laps. This is telling me Scotty is on his out lap, as well as Kieran and Tom Taylor. I think it's going to be Kieran that will be the next one to set a time. Stay on board with him. See if Kieran can improve. As Kieran is identical to his previous time through Sector 1. As he's about to finish Sector 2, what is it going to be? He's currently almost 2.5 tenths underneath his time. See if he can keep this going. And he does, he improves by 4 tenths, puts himself P12 currently. Tom Taylor is the next one to cross the line. He sets off 1:19.5. Scotty improves by 2.5 tenths, puts himself P11. See if any of the other guys are on laps. As Valley is 3 tenths underneath his time currently. Who's set to 1. And he is still 2.5 tenths underneath. See if he can keep this going through sector 3. It's obviously not much to sector 3, just a couple of corners, mostly straights. Valley crosses the line, puts himself P4, 4 tenths quicker. Someone else jumped in there, I think it was Walko Slade, I think Josh jumped in there as well, with 1:19.4. Ashik 3.5 tenths underneath, it's telling me. I'm not sure what that shows. He takes the grass. It's hard to keep up with what's going on here. Who's on laps, who's not on laps. Andy looks like he's on a lap. And he is, he's 2.5 tenths underneath. See what he can do for sector 2. He'll be looking to improve his time. Andy Boy 3.5 tenths underneath. As Andy Boy is about to cross the line. Sets a 1:20.2, 4 tenths quicker. Don't really know. IF, it's telling me it was a purple sector 2. Stay on board with him, see if he can improve. And he does, he improves by 6 tenths, puts himself second with a 1:18.9. See if Albie's on a lap. It's telling me he's 2.5 tenths over. Andy Boy's just been out. Duckster is on an outlap. Just stay on board with him, see if he can challenge pole. There's not currently much happening. Here comes Duckster. Needs to currently find 6/10 to challenge pole. Nice and clean through turns 1 and 2. And he's currently almost 10th over on his time. And he's just slightly underneath. As Duckster has backed out, gone into the pits. Ashik is on an outlap. Max is out of the pits now as well, so we'll try and get on board with him after Ashik's lap. See most of the guys starting to come out now as the session starts to session timer runs down. 2 minutes currently left on the clock. It's going to be a bit carnage. Trying to keep up with that a lot. It's going to be fun. Ashik currently almost 2/10 underneath through sector 1. As he's about to finish sector 2, still a 10th up on his time. As he rounds the final corner, what's it going to be from Ashik? And he's backed out of that lap. Obviously not quite enough for him. He's right on board with Max. Max is currently just over his time through sector 1. Next one was Hawko Slade. Let's see what his sector 1 is. He is currently over Pink Eye sector 1. Pink Eye is just slightly over as well. Max is underneath his time. See what Pink Eye can do through sector 2. Pink Eye currently 2/10 under. Max crosses the line and he goes slightly quicker with 1:18.6. Be Hawk to follow next, and he has lost it around the final corner. Pink Eye goes second quickest with a 1:18.7. As the Astons look to have been giving each other a tow, as Ives just carried straight on. It's unfortunate. Duckster has invalidated The Fandango has taken the line. Albie will be the next. Oh, whoa! Whoa! This car just completely wiped out another car. It's a bit crazy. And that is the end of quite a hectic short qualifying, obviously, with this sprint weekend. So just confirmation there of the classification for qualification. Max tops timetable with a 118.6, closely followed by Pink Eye with a 118.7, closely followed by IF Racing with a 118.9. This will obviously be your grid for the sprint race, with T-Bag joining us later on. He will be starting in P19. I'm just going to quickly go and grab a refreshment while everyone's doing their setup. So we're still just waiting for the guys to finish doing their setups, final adjustments. As we go to 5 red lights and away we go. Max looks to have got a fairly clean start. It's just going to be a bit of carnage right now. Hopefully everyone can take it fairly clean. Oh my god, there's someone just cutting straight across the track. Lots of carnage behind. People losing positions left, right and centre. Kieran looks to have lost a fair few. T-Bag looks to have been involved. LF looks to have been involved. Pink Eye 5 second corner cutting. Tom Taylor has left the session. Just going to quickly give him another invite. It's not letting me invite Tom. Why is it not letting me do this? Tom, if you could send me a friend request, please, I can get you added back into the session. Guess we've got a virtual safety car, I'm not sure what's happened there. Colby up 8 positions. Our biggest loser currently, No Fandangle, with 11 positions lost. Walk, Slade, 7 positions lost. LF Racing, 9 positions. Bit of a mental race start, really, if you ask my opinion. Pink Eye deciding to go on the hards. Valley on the mediums. Eckford on the mediums. Kieran on the mediums, everyone else on softs, which is to be expected. See what sort of restart we get when it happens. Valley looks to have got the jump on Albie here. Albie defends well. Colby slowly jumping onto the back of his teammate and Albie. Valley and Albie still going side by side. There's Andy Boy and LF currently having a battle by the looks of things. Jump back on board with the leaders. See if Valley can get the move done. And he does. Gets it done quite nicely, but Albie will be wanting to make the move back on that soft compounder tyre, with Colby looking to make the move on his teammate as well. As we've had a spinner, looks to have been Kieran. He's got no front wing. It's Colby, Albie and Valley all going for it. Valley pulls away in P1 at the moment. I'd imagine maybe a bit of team orders come into play here. Colby has CDR, Kieran gets a speed in the pit lane. 5-second penalty. As Max is trying to make the move, but as Pink Eye for company, Pink Eye going down the inside on the harder compounder tyre, gets the move done. Max just sitting on the back of these two, waiting to pick up the pieces. Berg is currently pushing Eckford through. Andy Boy getting the move done on LF. As Ashik and Scotty swap positions. Both tier 3 drivers. It's nice to see some tier 3 guys in there at the moment. See if Colby can get the move done on his teammate. Similar levels of ERS as well. Colby's just got slightly more. Decides to take the inside. Gets it done before the braking zone. As we've got a bit of a train from P1 to P7, and then there's a bit of a gap from Scotty downwards. Colby recharging that battery quite nicely. Valley just putting his did just put his on slightly. So we've got a little battle going on between Pink Eye and Albie, which brings Max into play on Pink Eye. Colby just sits in behind his teammate for the time being. Thought about it. As Pink Eye has had a bit of an incident. Disappointing Pink Eye and Ashik there. That's freed up the top three now, just to see if they can create a little bit of a gap. Top two have almost broken DRS from Albie. LF makes a move down on Scotty. Bird currently sitting on the back of Eckford as well, as the top two have now broken DRS. In P3, those two will be hopefully looking to P1-2 here in a sprint for Red Bull. LF currently pushing Armin through. Trains forming here and there. As Albie has managed to get back into the DRS, but he's absolutely drained his battery to do it. Top two have currently got Colby's on 70, Valley's on 41. Colby's just sits in behind his teammate again. Bird goes down the inside of Eckford. There's a bit of a big battle going on here between three different drivers. Pink Eye, Scotty and Ashik. Andy Boy looks to have had a bit of an incident. It's unfortunate for him. Stay on board with this one for the time being. It's quite a nice little battle between Pink Eye and Ashik. See if Ashik can get the move done into the next DRS zone. Although we have had a change at the lead, Colby has managed to take the lead. Valley's still sitting on almost 60% ERS though. Colby currently on 40. As Pink Eye is now dropping down the order again. I think he may have had a little incident. So your top two have broken the DRS from Bird and Albie. Colby currently just sitting there charging his battery again, with Valley currently sitting on 60%, Colby on 46. So it's the case of, do you want to be P1 or P2 on the final lap? That is the question that Colby needs to ask himself. And obviously we've had another incident. Pink Eye has DNF'd. Oh my god. Just sat in the middle of the track there. That's unfortunate for Pink Eye. Duckster gets the move done on Scotty. Come back to the lead. 2. Valley is absolutely rinsing the DRS. T-Bag gets a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. See if Colby can get it done. Sets up the exit quite well. As T-Bag gets a 3-second time heritage corner cone. Here we go then. See what happens between these two as Colby gets it done. Then we've got a nice little battle going on behind as well. T-Bag has DNF'd in the pits. Not sure why he's done that for. There was a lap to go. His Valley's lost it round the final corner. And that has opened the door for everyone else to come and take that P2. That's unfortunate. Albie takes P2, Eckford P3, Bird comes home in P4. IF gets Valley on the line. Valley comes home in P6. That's unfortunate for Valley. Colby takes the race win here, the sprint win. Good little drive there from Colby. Stay patient. Done what he needs to do, and unfortunately Valley just tried to push it a little bit too much on the exit and seemed to spin. So just waiting for the last few guys to cross the line. Just waiting for Kieran to finish now, but that is your sprint race done. As Colby gets driver of the day for the sprint, and I would say that's pretty warranted. Bearing in mind he started 11th on the grid. So again, your classification for the sprint race is Colby P1, Albie P2, Eckford P3, Bird P4, IF Racing P5, Valley P6, Max P7, Armin P8, Duckster P9, Ashik P10, Scotty P11, Andy Boy P12, Crispy Beef P13, Hawko Slade P14, Tom Taylor P15, No Fandangle P16, CDR Kieran P17, with T-Bag and Pink Eye not finishing. As Curly says, he finished P11. Did I make a mistake then, Curly? I apologise. It's all a bit hectic on your own. Just waiting for the guys to sort their strats out for this feature race. 5 red lights are out, and away we go. See what sort of start Colby can get. Colby gets a mega start. Has Albie now coming down, trying to go down the inside. This is going to be all sorts of carnage, people going all over the show. Just everyone take it nice and easy. It's just a little bit of carnage all over the place there. No Fandangle gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. As I've just noticed, I was on mute that whole time, but basically I'll run you through what just happened. So when I jumped on board, all I saw was a McLaren across the track with an Alfa Romeo, which was Andy Boyne-Chiron. Not actually entirely sure obviously what happened there, but that brings out obviously the first safety car after just one lap of racing. Ashik and No Fandangle jumped into the pits, so I'd imagine that they had some sort of damage, as I've got a couple more people jumping in the pits. I've got Pink Eye in the pits. He's jumping on the hards and having a front wing change, and so is Duxter by the looks of things. So I'll wait for those guys to join up. Not really much to report. This the safety car is going to be out for another lap, just to let everyone else catch up, so I'll be back in just one moment. as safety car is in this lap. Let's see what sort of start Colby can get. I'm not sure what's gone on there. IF is in the pits, looking for a front wing change. There's Eckford and Max currently battling in turn 1. Eckford seems to have got the better drive out of there. Watching sector 1, looks like we've lost someone. May have been Teabag, I think we lost there. Pink Eye currently driving through Tom. Max all over the back of Eckford. Albie is currently just a tenth off Colby. Max seems to have got the better of Eckford there, and Ashik has got the better of Paul because they're currently going at it side by side. As we've lost another one. Pink Eye's gone. So I didn't quite see what happened there. Looks like we may have just lost it. And that brings out the second safety car and as many laps. So we'll see if anyone then pits. As we've got the first guys into the pits. Valley jumping on the hards. Forco Slade jumping on the hards. No Fandangle's in as well, so it looks like he jumped back onto the mediums. Missed that, but Albie has managed to get past Colby. Waiting for everyone to start bunching back up again. So I've apologise, there's not really been too much action so far. CDR down and Chris are in the pits. Chris going onto the soft, Stan going onto the hards. Safety cars in this lap. As Valley and IF currently going side by side. Valley gets the better of IF just then. See what Colby can do. Let's have a little look at the position changes so far. So Albie up 1, Colby down 1, Armin up 5, Max up 3. Biggest loser so far being IF. Albie just currently trying to break DRS Colby as quickly as possible. IF currently nose to tail with Teabag and Walko Slade. And IF gets the better of Teabag there, and so does Hawk. As Chris looked to have been trying to make a move on Dan, as Teabag has taken an excursion. Eckford currently looking to try and get past Bird. Valley gets past a Sheik. Max managed to get past Colby there. Similar levels of ERS between the top 3, with Armin just sitting there on 100% ERS currently. as Bird gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Albie has currently broken the DRS to his teammate. As Colby pits, but he gets a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. It's unfortunate there for Colby. Oh, as someone has just taken the escape road there. I'm not sure who that was. Ashik, by the looks of it, got 5 seconds for corner cutting. I think he may have just outbroke himself. So it looks like Albie and Max just starting to try and bridge the gap to Armin. All on the same amount of tyre life. So Valley, no Fandangle, we'll be looking to try and get past these guys as quickly as possible. Obviously on them fresh tyres. Tyre difference around here is huge as well, as we've got a yellow flag. It looks like we may have just lost Max. Max is spun. It's unfortunate for Max. Eckford manages to get past Bird. Bird sending it back down the inside. Can't quite get it done. Oh, that looks like he's got it done on exit. Ducks are just waiting to pounce behind, as he's now got Valley for company. We've got a spinner in sector 3. Looks like Hawk, I think, spun. Yeah, Hawk has spun. Jump back on with this battle. It's now brought everyone into play. Just hope everyone can keep it nice and clean. Ducks, I think it's better of it. As IF is gonna look to make the move. Valley. Dan just sitting behind, trying to see what's going on. Just trying to reward Valley. He takes a little bit of excursion. That lets no Fandangle through, and Bird now trying to make the move on Eckford. Gets it done. Armin now back within DRS of Albie. We've still got a little train going on from P3 all the way down to P8. As no Fandangle looks to have got the move done on Eckford on them pressure tyres. IF also looking now to try and make a move on Eckford. Thinks better of it. Although there's a little moment mid-corner. No Fandangle now looking at Bird. Albie's into the pits. And that puts No Fandangle up into P3 with the freshest tyres out of the lot. Albie, see if he can get back out ahead of Colby. He doesn't. Colby's got the undercut. Obviously Colby with that 5-second penalty going to be a bit difficult. He'll be praying that there's no more safety cars so we can start building a gap to the cars behind. As Valley gets the move done on IF. IF now gonna try and have a little look at Valley, but thinks better of it. No Fandango still sitting on Duxter's rear wing. He just sits behind and waits for the DRS. As Bird is in, we have another spinner. He looks like, not sure who that was. Bird is into the pits though. Dan gets it done on Duxter. See what Dan can do now, see what sort of pace he's got in clean air. As he is bringing that gap down to Armin ahead. See what else is going on in the field. There's not too much going on. Field just sorting to spread out a little bit now. Let's see what Armin does. Let's see whether he pits. He doesn't. Goes for another lap. It's gonna bring No Fandango right into play. It looks like Eckford has pit. There's the yellow flag. Max all over the back of Bird, looks to have got it done before the braking zone. Good move from him. Not really too much to report at the moment. IF now pushing Valley. Let's see if Armin pits this lap. Albie has managed to get past Colby. Armin does not pit. IF approaching Valley quickly, goes to the outside. It just takes a bit too much corner there. Dan is rapidly gaining on Armin's DRS. He's now within it. Duxter's still sitting within Dan's DRS as well. It's just pulling him along. See what the gaps to the leader is. As we are have lost Max by the looks of things. I don't know where that's happened. He is spread right across the track. Be careful, guys, in the next part of the track. Be careful. As they managed to get that cleared up quite quickly. That brings out another safety car. Scotty with a drive-through speeding on the safety car as Dan has pit, Armin has pit, Dux has pit, IF has pit, Valley's pit, Ashy's pit. Chris is now pitting. Everyone, I would imagine, is going to chuck on them softs. Dan goes for the mediums, Armin goes for the softs, IF goes for the softs. That brings Albie into P2. It's disappointing for Max, showing real good pace. It's just unfortunate. The majority of the grid is now pitted for fresher tyres. Just wait for all the guys to punch back up. As safety car is in this lap. See what sort of getaway Armin can get. Obviously on them fresh softs, I'll be behind on 5-lap old tyres, mediums. Dan sitting there with 3-lap old mediums as well. Obviously a couple of those laps would have been under the safety car. As Armin gets away early, seems to have got the jump on Armin, who's then got the jump on Dan. Dan coming under pressure from Bird. Bird thinks better of it. Eckford is going side by side with Ashik. Colby looks to have got Chris there as well. IF is currently pushing duck start. See if he can get a move done. Thinks better of it this time around. See if what IF can do. Duckster makes the move on Bird. Valley and IF looking to make the moves as well. It's 3 wide in stand 1 was never going to work. And that opens the door to Eckford. As Valley cuts straight across the corner. Closest battle so far is this one between IF and Eckford. It's just continuing to happen as Ashik gets Bird. As DRS has enabled this lap. IF sizing up a move on Eckford, thinks better of it, then has a little bit of a moment. It's unfortunate. It opens the door to his teammate and Ashik. No Fandangle is approaching Albie rapidly. So it's sort of move he can get done, and he gets it done quite easily. IF is looking for a move on Clay. Gets it done. Not on Clay, sorry, on Colby. Gets it done. Let's see what sort of penalties everyone's running at the moment as we've got a yellow flag. Looks like Scotty's had a bit of a spin. No Fandangle gets overtaken by Albie again. So we currently got Valley with 3 seconds, Ashik with 3 seconds and Bird 3 seconds. They would have been served under the safety car, I'd imagine. No Fandangle up 13 positions so far. He's had a really good recovery drive. LF is another one which someone pointed out, Matty Fletch pointed out in the comments. He was last after the second safety car. Scotty gets a 5 seconds speed in the pits. Armin is just currently just breezing away with it. But I would imagine that he's going to start to see some serious tyre wear as we've had an incident. Hawk is in the wall. And that brings out another safety car. It looks like we're only going to get a couple of lap shootout here. I'd imagine. I'm not sure why that safety car was needed. It's cleared up extremely quickly. Duxter gets the speeding on the safety car, drive-through penalty. It's pretty much ruined him, and he also gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Scotty gets another 5 seconds speeding in the pits. Now takes him to 10 seconds. Keeps telling me that Duxter's got a drive through. That was weird. So it looks like safety car is probably going to be in this lap, which will then give us 2-lap shootout. It's unfortunate for Armin, really. The safety car's come at a bit of an awkward time for him. He was just starting to build a bit of a gap to the two behind. Obviously, we'll see how his tyres hold up. See how Albie's tyres hold up also. T-Bag gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Safety car is in this lap, so Duxter and everyone behind him needs to try and get there as quickly as possible, because if not they're going to get left behind. It looks like they have. See what sort of getaway Armin can get as he goes early. Ashik looks to have got a decent run on Valley. See if he can make the move. He thinks better of it. Caution is set to 1. Oh, this is absolute chaos. Oh my god. Oh yeah, for Neckford going straight back at it. Neckford had a little mistake by the looks of things there. Valley gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. So does Duckster. So let's see what Albie and the rest of the guys behind can do. Let's see if they can get past Arman. Final lap. Albie just giving it a slight spurt of VRS. Arman looks to be draining his. Dan looks to have got the most out of anyone. Albie and Arman currently going side by side. As there will obviously be no DRS, this will just be pure pace. Albie takes a little excursion, lets Dan get a little bit of a run on him. Going into this next corner, thinks better of it. See if Dan can get the move done, although Albie is starting to gain a little bit. It's going to be done, it's going to be this final corner, but it looks like that will be our top three today. Arman taking the win, Albie in P2, CDR, No Fandangle in P3. Decent enough race. There's obviously a lot of safety cars for stuff that probably didn't need safety cars. So good race from No Fandangle. Decent little recovery drive from him. I think he'll be pleased with that one. So just confirmation there that your top three today, your podium is Arman P1, Albie P2, No Fandangle in P3. Closely followed by IF Racing in P4, Eckford Guest P5, Ashik P6, Bird P7, Valley P8, Chris P9, Teabag P10, Cole P11, Duckster P12, Tom Taylor P13, although he was AI, and Scotty rounding out the finishers in P14. Let's just get your podium sitters into the chat. Get them invited in. So let's get Arman in, Albie in, and No Fandangle in. Just wait for the podium sitters to join us. So we're still just waiting for our podium sitters to join us. So I'll give it another couple of minutes just to wait for a couple of the guys, see if they're going to join me. So that was round 7 at Monza, CDR Tier 1. We were due to be at Vegas next week, but that has been changed now to Bahrain. So we will be at Bahrain next week. Doesn't seem as if as No Fandango has joined us. Good evening, Dan.
Mike, do you want to tag the two boys there and see? I'm not. I don't think my audio can be heard. I need to change my settings. Okay. I can. All right. Okay.
Here's the other one. Albion. Good evening, Dan.
Yo. Sorry, no. A second, bud. I am. Alright,
There's
as I said, I've
Albie.
phoned in before. I just need to. I just need to invite Armin. How the bleep do I get that up? Oh yeah. Work away with Almin if you want. I'll use Armin or whatever.
Let's just see if Armin will join and then we'll get this started.
Yep, he's added to the party there now.
There he is. Armin has joined as well. Well,
Hello.
lads. Hello. Well, lads. Good race from the three of you guys. Obviously, Armin taking the win there. Albion P2. No Fandango in P3. I believe it was that way around.
Yep.
So first of all, we'll start off with Dan in P3. Good recovery drive from you, Dan. Obviously, things happened in the sprint race. You started down in the order. Picked up a 5-second penalty as well. I managed to serve it and still picked up with podium. How was that for you?
Yeah, quali was. I struggled in quali. I set my best time on lap one and just couldn't do anything after that. Obviously, the start of the sprint, what actually happened was I came out of turn two, upshift to fourth, mistake, and I was slow and got rear-ended by Max, put me down to 18th. So I was angry at the time, but it was my own fault. You're not going to expect someone to be stopped like that. But yeah, the race was good. Felt like pace. It was just, it was a Ferrari classic. Came in for hard, put on mediums, started on the wrong tire. Yeah, I nearly binned it so many times. The rear just kept stepping out of Parabolica. Held it, nearly lost it on the safety car. Unfortunately, I believe I have 5 seconds to come off, so
That could
that
be
could
interesting then. That
put the
could change
stewards to.
things
Yeah,
up.
yeah. It's up
So,
to the stewards. Obviously, I got an illegal overtake out of turn two. I have
yep.
no idea who I passed. It was a bit messy. So yeah, just leave that to the stewards anyway. But either way, you never want to be winning races or getting podiums with penalties. You want to take it on track.
No, yeah, 100%. but I think in the end you was something like 13 positions gained, maybe more, just in the feature. So it was a half decent drive from you. Strategy.
Yeah, it did. My setup was just awful, and I just found one today on YouTube. Didn't even test it. Just went with it. Knew he didn't have the wings. It was only 98 wings. Opening couple of laps, I knew I had the pace, and then a bit of bad luck, and you know what, worked out in the end. So didn't envisage myself being on the podium this season. There's just so many fast drivers, but I think if you look at Al Quick, to be fair to him, but like if you look at the three of us that are on the podium, not by any way the fastest drivers in this tier, but no mistakes, no penalties, hopefully no reports, and that's where you end up on the sidelines.
And that's it. That is exactly it. It's clean driving, good strategy. Sometimes it doesn't matter on pure pace, but obviously, like I say, your strategy paid off today. Maybe didn't have the raw pace that you would expect from yourself, but you still managed to get the podium done. So, good result from you.
Cheers.
So we will move on to our P2 man, Albie now. Good drive, Albie. It's interesting, to say the least. No, yeah, definitely. I thought it was a very solid drive from you. Like you say, obviously you had a little bit of an issue in the pits. Just obviously explain to the guys why you couldn't pit, if that's obviously at all possible, because we weren't quite riding on board at the time on comms. Yeah, and that's it. It's exactly like Dan. Really, the strategy sort of played into your hands as such. Although you obviously, like you're saying, you got a little bit unlucky, but in the end with the safety cars, I think obviously it sort of helped your cause. But I think P2 is a really good result. Obviously, like Dan mentioned, I don't think this was anyone's prediction for 1, 2, and 3.
All right, boy. All right. I mean, I know I'm not fast, like, but come on, give us something like.
Well, if we were doing it on cleanness, then obviously this would have been a half decent podium. But it's definitely obviously like you say though, you're not maybe the fastest drivers, but you're the cleanest. So it didn't matter tonight. It's purely on strategy. Shut up, you bell end. Anyway, we'll move on to Arman. Great race from you, Albie. Well done. Good P2, mate. Arman, good race win there in the end, mate. I can imagine you start to sweat a little bit after that last safety car.
Oh, the safety car. That was a killer. My tyres were gone, and Albie was on the mediums. But I knew his mediums were quite old. But yeah, it was not easy at the end. He was definitely quicker than me at the end.
Well, it was interesting because I think at one point you managed to gain you had a gap of about 3.4 seconds before the safety car did come out. So I was expecting obviously a little bit more of a battle from the guys behind, but you managed to just hold your nerve and keep consistent for the last two obviously little laps we had after the safety car. how did you find obviously tonight's race pace wise? Were you on sort of your pace? Do you think?
I can't lie.
Slow.
I have not done a Monza race. I didn't even do time trial, I'll be honest. And I entered the lobby and I went into quali and I was last. And it went shocking, the quali did. It went really bad. And then the sprint, I picked up wing damage on lap 1. That was unfortunate, but I somehow found myself in like P8, and then for the race, somehow I'm P1. I don't know what happened there, but it just went my way. Really lucky. And because Dan's terrible.
You all sound extremely shocked. Like, just listening to the three of you, you're all like, what has just happened?
I'm still shaking, to be honest with you.
I bet you're sweating buckets as well.
It's. Do you know what? I feel I'm out of depth in this tier. I just managed to pick up so many positions, and when you don't have outright pace, that's all you can go off. Just so many fast guys. I mean, a couple of seasons back, I think I got a win and a couple of podiums, things like that, and you know I wasn't a million miles away off it. But you know the top 5 or 6 are just so fast. You're really just hoping for a mistake. That's and that's about all you can do, and hope to pick up positions after that. That's literally my game plan every week. Do the best I can, stay out of trouble, don't get reported, others' mistakes, incidents, and see where you end up. That's literally the game plan every week. There is no strategy, there's no talk goes into it. That's just the plan every week, same thing.
Well, it paid off today, so that's all that matters, to be honest, isn't it?
Yep.
So, well done to all three of you guys this evening. It's obviously nice to join you guys for a change. Some decent racing going on, some decent strategy calls, and hopefully I'll be talking to you some more towards the end of the season.
Yep.
Perfect. Thanks, bud.
Take care, guys.
Thanks for your comms.
Have a good evening, guys.
I'm going to actually watch this one.
I hope so. Why don't you watch Tier 2 every week then?
I watch them all.
There you go. I know you do. Right, take care, guys. Well done.
Dan, you're washed.
Fuck off.